The Bombers and the West Prairie Cyclones set to wrap up the final day of the 2024 Spartan Tip-Off Classic. Live coverage coming your way. It's the Bombers and it's the Cyclones, and it's next on the Bombers Sports Network. Set to wrap up the
Pace loses it. Doyle slams it home. And the crowd rises to their feet in celebration. It was arguably the best dunk of the year.
We welcome you to Bushnell, Illinois, and the final day, it's Trophy Day here at the 2024 Spartan Tip-Off Classic as the Macomb Bombers at 2-1 prepare to face the West Prairie Cyclones. Good to have everybody with us. Justice Keene, happy to have you along with us. The Trophy Day of the 2024 Spartan Tip-Off Classic as the Bombers prepare to play their final game of the tournament and look to finish this with a win. Here's a recap of the week thus far. The Chargers of Illini West leading the tournament with wins over West Prairie on Monday. They lost to Macomb on Tuesday, but they beat Bushnell Prairie City 39-15 on Wednesday. And then last night, they defeated Illini Bluffs in a thriller here at the Spartan Tip-Off Classic, 31-29. They have the tournament lead. And, well, folks, this by the defensive points allowed, they have secured the tournament. 99 points for the defensive allowed points for Illini West. They have won the tournament. So this will be a game for second and third place. Macomb has given up 98 points this week. Illini Bluffs with 128. So this is a game for second and third place, the final two games of the tournament. But the Chargers going to be taking home the first place trophy with 99 points given up this week and securing it last night with the victory over Illini Bluffs. Macomb's had a interesting week. They defeated Bushnell Prairie City on Monday night 53-24. They defeated the Illini West Chargers on Tuesday night to go to 2-0 on the year 33-26, and then just lost it late game on Wednesday with the Tigers of Illini Bluffs. The Tigers taking that one 48-44, a nail biter, but the Tigers able to make free throws down the stretch and secure it 48-44. Macomb had everybody had Thursday off here for Thanksgiving, and then two games last night, Illini West and Illini Bluffs, and the Chargers won that one 31-29, and West Prairie topped Bushnell Prairie City in the McDonough County battle last night, 61-43. Two games on tap tonight. We're the first one here, Macomb and West Prairie, and then the final game of the tournament, the Spartans of Bushnell Prairie City and the Tigers of Illini Bluffs. This is Trophy Day of the 2024 Spartan Tip-Off Classic coming your way next on the Bombers Sports Network.
Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Alan Thompson State Farm Insurance. For all your insurance needs, stop by today for a free quote or give them a call at 309-833-2400. You can also visit them online at www.allansf.com. Like a good neighbor, Alan Thompson is there. Backtown Fitness, Western Illinois' exciting new outlet for fitness. Experience fun, interactive workouts led by licensed expert trainings and a supportive community. Ready to elevate your fitness game? Visit a recovery room and start your journey today at Mactown Fitness in Macomb. Run LB Auto Sales. LB Auto Sales, family owned and operated, located at 1525 East Jackson Street in Macomb, offering you the best quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop in or visit us online at lbsellscars.com to see our full list of inventory.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Pumo Insurance Agency. Let their friendly, experienced, and knowledgeable staff help you find the best coverage for your needs. Whether it be home, auto, life, agriculture, individual, or group insurance, they've got you covered. Pumo Insurance, 19 East Side Square in Macomb. At Bedwell Tree Service, they take pride in their longtime roots in McDonough County. Serving Western Illinois, they offered expert tree care with competitive fees and outstanding results. Trust the local team with a stellar reputation. Bedwell Tree Service, your leading Macomb tree care provider. You're in good hands with Macomb Allstate agent Stacy Foxall. For a free insurance review, call Allstate agent Stacy Foxall at 309-837-3233 today. At McMillan, Henningfit, and DeJody Law Firm, they put your needs first. Their experienced attorneys in Macomb are here to fight for you. Trust in their dedication because your case deserves the best. McMillan, Henningfit, and DeJody, your community, your law firm in Macomb.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Abram Olson Country Financial in Macomb. Abram is available to help you with your insurance and financial needs, and he enjoys helping friends and neighbors in the Macomb area protect what they have and prepare for their future. Stop in and see him today at 1601 West Jackson Street in Macomb. The YMCA in McDonough County. The YMCA has tons of programs to offer and are now enrolling for their fall session. Check out their website for more information at www.macombymca.org or contact them at 309-833-2129. The YMCA in McDonough County, now open 24/7 for those 18 years or older. Looking for your next vehicle? Kunis Country has the best deals on new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Friendly service, unbeatable prices, and a huge selection. Visit Kunis Country today and drive home happy. Stop and see them at 3200 East Jackson Street in Macomb.
We join you back here from Bushnell Prairie City in the 2024 Spartan Tip-Off Classic, Game 9 of the tournament out of 10 games. We are set to wrap up the tournament today, and the final games of the tournament playing today. Again, Illini West in the tournament lead, 3 wins. They have the night off and have likely secured the tournament, bearing a miracle. 99 points on the defensive end for Illini West this week that they gave up. Macomb's given up 98. Illini Bluffs has given up 128. That will be the tiebreaker, pending Macomb and Illini Bluffs both beating West Prairie Macomb in this first game, and Illini Bluffs beating BPC. But Illini West, 99 points they gave up this week, and that is going to likely secure the deal for them to win the Spartan Tip-Off Classic. So the Bombers not likely to finish a back-to-back tournament championship here at BPC, but plenty of work to do. Obviously, the next tournament for the Bombers that they'll be in is in less than a month. It is the Macomb Western Holiday Basketball Tournament, the 78th edition of the tournament. And the Bombers will look to try to make their way to the championship game. That tournament will be loaded this year. Obviously, West Hancock got to be a team to watch out for in the tournament. Rock Ridge has got everybody back. Of course, the newcomers in the tournament, Peoria Christian, Mercer County. So a lot to watch in that Macomb Western Holiday Tournament in less than a month, and we will see how everything plays out. But, of course, the Bombers, they hopefully can find that motivation because they lost to Rock Ridge in that championship last year. Of course, the pivotal game last year ended up being Rock Ridge and Macomb in the sectional championship. So the Macomb Bombers going to try to fight their way back to the Macomb Western Holiday Basketball Tournament Championship, but we'll see how all that plays out. But first, they get through this stretch of games, and they'll have West Prairie today. They will have Monday night off, and then they will be back on the hardwood playing Tuesday night at home. Their home opener, they will face the Geneseo Maple Leafs. That game on Tuesday night at 7 o'clock, and then they will travel to Q-Town, Quincy, Illinois, and face the Raiders of Q&D at the Pit. And the Bombers were not victorious the last time they went to the Pit. They lost what could have been a close one and then ended up being a little bit further away. I think it ended up being a 7 or 8 the last time they went down to the Pit and played Q&D. Of course, Q&D under head coach Greg Altmix, formerly of the Liberty Eagles. So Greg Altmix, a coach that always has his teams ready to play. So the Bombers are going to have to come ready and fired up to play basketball over the course of the next week. So Geneseo and Quincy Notre Dame, those two teams awaiting the Bombers once the Spartan Tip-Off Classic is all said and done. And, of course, we'll talk to Jeremy Anderson following this one and get his thoughts on the Geneseo and Q&E games. A tough stretch coming up next week. And then looking down the road, you have Farmington in there before the tournament. You have the matchup with Illini West once again. That game in Carthage this year. And you'll have the Great Western Shootout as well. So some marquee games in there, of course, before the holiday tournament. So a lot to watch out for over the next several weeks here in Bomber Country for this Bomber Boys team. And again, we've said all along this week, this team's job is to write their own story. Of course, you don't have some of the starters from last year, so they have to write their own path, just like any team does. We're here on the pregame show about 4 minutes away from the opening tap, the Bombers and the Cyclones, and it's coming up next. This is the Bomber Sports Network pregame show on the Bomber Sports Network. Back after these messages on the BSN.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Alan Thompson, State Farm Insurance. For all your insurance needs, stop by today for a free quote or give them a call at 309-833-2400. You can also visit them online at www.allansf.com. Like a good neighbor, Alan Thompson is there. Backtown Fitness, Western Illinois' exciting new outlet for fitness. Experience fun, interactive workouts led by licensed expert trainings and a supportive community. Ready to elevate your fitness game? Visit a recovery room and start your journey today at Mactown Fitness in Macomb. Ron LB Auto Sales. LB Auto Sales, family-owned and operated, located at 1525 East Jackson Street in Macomb, offering you the best quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop in or visit us online at lbsellscars.com to see our full list of inventory.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Pumo Insurance Agency. Let their friendly, experienced, and knowledgeable staff help you find the best coverage for your needs. Whether it be home, auto, life, agriculture, individual, or group insurance, they've got you covered. Pumo Insurance, 19 East Side Square in Macomb. At Bedwell Tree Service, they take pride in their longtime roots in McDonough County. Serving Western Illinois, they offered expert tree care with competitive fees and outstanding results. Trust the local team with a stellar reputation. Bedwell Tree Service, your leading Macomb tree care provider. You're in good hands with Macomb Allstate agent Stacy Foxall. For a free insurance review, call Allstate agent Stacy Foxall at 309-837-3233 today. At McMillan, Henningfit, and DeJody Law Firm, they put your needs first. Their experienced attorneys in Macomb are here to fight for you. Trust in their dedication because your case deserves the best. McMillan, Henningfit, and DeJody, your community, your law firm in Macomb.
We join you back here from the Spartan Tip-Off Classic, about a minute and a half until we get things rolling here. The second to last game of the tournament. It's been a good week here at Bushnell, and certainly appreciate the hospitality from head coach of Bushnell Prairie City, Tyler Schneider, along with athletic director Nate Zahringer. So give thanks to all those folks who've taken care of us all week long here at BPC and the 2024 edition of the Spartan Tip-Off Classic. Championship Day, Trophy Day. Illini West, pending a miracle, is going to take home the first place trophy. They're not here tonight, so it's a battle for second place and third place between Macomb and Illini Bluffs. Macomb has given up 98 points this week. Illini Bluffs has given up 128. Of course, the defensive points allowed, whoever gets up the least gets the second, third place trophy. So we'll see how everything finishes out here between these two teams. But up first, the Bombers and Cyclones. The second game, of course, Illini Bluffs and Bushnell Prairie City. The opening introductions and starting lineups set to get underway here at Bushnell Prairie City as the teams head to the bench. Not sure if we're going to have a national anthem for the first game here tonight or not. Of course, they did it before the Bushnell Prairie City game last night anyway. Had a guest singer, so we'll see what they decide to do. I think we're just going to go straight into lineups. Of course, the Bombers and Cyclones getting ready. The battle of McDonough County between these two teams, conference members, and of course, everybody had a great Thanksgiving break and a great holiday. Glad to have you back with us here. This, of course, the final day of the Spartan Tip-Off Classic for 2024, and we will meet the starting lineups. The Cyclones of West Prairie, they will be introduced first. They will be the home team on the scoreboard. They will start at one guard, number 10, Matt Wickman. A second guard, 11, Braden Copeland. Third guard, 32, Ryan Clark. One forward for the Cyclones, 33, Bodie Cordell. And at the second forward for West Prairie, Eli DeCounter. That the starting lineups for the West Prairie Cyclones. Ian Conklin, the head coach for West Prairie. For the 2-1 Macomb Bombers, they come in 2-1 on the year. They defeated Illini West and Bushnell Prairie City. They lost to Illini Bluffs. They will start at one guard, a number 0, Nolan Hogue. Second guard, number 1, Drew Watson. At point guard, a senior 12, Braden Holthouse. One forward for the Bombers, number 5, Malachi Conley. And the other forward for Macomb, 25, Langdon Lambert. Jeremy Anderson ends up the Bomber bench, assisted by Brian Langworthy, Zach Keene, and Justin Ellison. This is the final day of the Spartan Tip-Off Classic. And while we have a moment here, let's pause 10 seconds. Allow our network affiliate stations to identify themselves. Back in 10 seconds for station identification on Bomber Basketball from Learfield.
Hello, everybody. This is Kevin Harlan, and you are watching Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network.
We are back with you here at Bushnell Prairie City. The final day and final games of the Spartan Tip-Off Classic set to get underway. As the Bombers take the floor, they'll be in their road black uniforms with the orange trim on the side. Cyclones in their home whites with the black and gray trim. Officials Devin Raleigh, Greg Johnston, and Wilbert Peach Johnson. Final day of the Spartan Tip-Off Classic. Let's get ready to get underway. Conley at center floor along with Ryan Clark. Strap yourselves in, folks. This is Bomber Basketball on the Bombers Sports Network. Up and underway. Bombers win the opening tap. We get fired up from the Bomber cheer squad just to our right here at the Spartan Tip-Off Classic. Early three ball out of the gates for the Bombers. Off the front of the rim, no good for the Bombers' Drew Watson. And we are underway here at BPC. Cyclones come out and work the ball here. They gave Illini Bluffs a heck of a game earlier in the week. 57-50 to final. That one ended up being a tight contest down the stretch, and the Tigers able to pull away with that one, but that was arguably one of the better games here this week. In the lane now for the Cyclones, Cordell. He kicks back around outside. Spartans will move it around here. A look in the lane. Straight up toss up. Brody Cordell and the Cyclones get their first basket on the board. A 2-0 lead for the Cyclones. Bombers come out trying to match the Cyclones here. Their final game of the tournament, trying to get a win and get that second place trophy on the board. Holthouse unable to keep control of it rather. Goes over. It's tipped by the Cyclones. And the Watson feeds low. Lambert puts it up, puts it in. Tie ball game at 2 apiece. Langdon Lambert, his first basket of the contest, and we're tied at 2 apiece. Across center floor go the Cyclones. They'll set up their offense. It's Copeland. Copeland feeds corner and finds DeCounter. DeCounter, one look pass, down low, double team now. Looks for the other option. No option available. Hogue picks it up, goes the other way with it. Cyclones tap it out of bounds. And it will stay with Macomb near the scores table. Bomber basketball. Watson to take it out of bounds here. A pause on the floor. Watson to inbound here. Holthouse brings up, sets the offense up for Macomb. 6:20 left. Opening quarter. We're tied at 2 apiece in the final day of the Spartan Tip-Off Classic for 2024. Conley with the hops. He can't get that one to go. Cyclones take it back and move from our left to right as we look at it from the top of the BPC Bowl. Out top now for the Cyclones. It is Whitman. Feeds corner now. 2 minutes into this game, we're tied at 2 apiece. Ball tapped around. Cyclones want to make something happen with it offensively, just unable to find a path right now. Outside top lane, pull up from the inside the free throw line, won't go. Ball tapped around, Holthouse picks it up. He'll set up the offense right to left. Watson in the corner, he feeds across court. Conley for a long three, missed it. Tapped around and a whistle foul. Going the other way. Lambert's first, team first as well for Macomb. Cyclone basketball going the other way. Whitman with it at the top of the key. He looked for a basket, swatted out of his hands. Holthouse couldn't pick it up in time. Cyclones maintain possession back top of the key. It is Whitman, 5 to play. Opening quarter, we're tied at 2 apiece. Bombers take it back the other way. It is Hogue. He'll feed ahead to Watson, who fires a three. Missed it off the front of the rim. Hogue there to put it back up and in. And the Bombers take their first lead of the ballgame, 4-2 over the Cyclones of West Prairie. 4.5 to play. Here is Copeland. Copeland with a drive. Looking for the open man. Finds Clark, top of the key, feeding across. Intercepted. Mid-pass, it's Lambert, who feeds ahead to Holthouse. Holthouse comes across. Now down low for Lambert. He puts it up off the front. And the Cyclones take the rebound. The other way, Copeland. And a whistle and a foul. It will be, we'll see if it's a shooting foul or not. Watson's first, team second. Out of bounds now for the Cyclones. 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. It is 4-2 Bombers. Cyclones will set up their offense. Around the outside, they look down low. Here is DeCounter. DeCounter looks. The toss up, off the back iron, up and in. And that is Copeland who gets it to go. We're tied at 4 apiece. Long three ball won't go.
Cyclone foul first, the third foul.
The counter charge with the foul there. His first, team first as well. Sends Hobson to the line for 2. 3:28 to go first quarter. Hobson's first one on the way, and he got it. Used every part of the rim. The second one. Got it. Nothing but net on that one, and it is a 6-4 lead for the Bombers. Clark to set the offense for the Cyclones. Tapped out of his hands, and Holthouse wanted to go make a basket. He's fouled and will be charged with it. So Holthouse is first, team third. Cyclone basketball going the other way. Bombers updating the defense. A 2-man there, intercepted by Leinbach. He takes it up, puts it up and in. Timeout, West Prairie. And they will take one. We will as well. This is Bomber Basketball on the BSN.
Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Alan Thompson State Farm Insurance. For all your insurance needs, stop by today for a free quote or give them a call at 309-833-2400. You can also visit them online at www.allansf.com. Like a good neighbor, Alan Thompson is there. Backtown Fitness, Western Illinois' exciting new outlet for fitness. Experience fun, interactive workouts led by licensed expert trainings and a supportive community. Ready to elevate your fitness game? Visit a recovery room and start your journey today at Mactown Fitness in Macomb.
You're watching Macomb Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network.
Going you back here at Bushnell Prairie City, out of the West Prairie timeout, 32nd. They set their offense coming across the Spartan at mid-floor. Down 4 was a tight ball game. It was 2, and then the Bombers able to get a couple of baskets in a row, make it a 2-possession ball game. Down low, Clark, he looked to make it. Off the corner, couldn't go. Watson the other way, almost loses control of his dribble. Keeps it on the outer part. He'll feed cross court, find Holthouse. Back to Watson. In the lane for Hobson. Hobson looking. Back to Holthouse for 3. Got it. Braden Holthouse delivers the first 3 ball of the game for the Macomb Bombers, and now an 11-4 lead. The putback for Holthouse as well. 13-4. Holthouse has got 5 now. 13-4 Bombers in the early stages of this one. Another West Prairie turnover. It is Holthouse. Feeds. Looked for Hobson. Wasn't there. Out of bounds. And Conley will return for Drew Watson. 13-4. The Macomb Bombers lead the Cyclones here in their final game of the Spartan Tip-Off Classic. for 2024. Spartan basketball, or Cyclone basketball, rather. Used to saying the Sparclones. Used to be that way for football. Macomb had a couple of battles with them during the COVID season before BPC went to 8-man football. Lineball picks up the foul, his first, team fourth. So one more, and we're shooting free throws. Deep pass cross court, it will go to Whitman. 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Here is Whitman, he feeds, looking back to Whitman. Whitman in trouble with Cooper Hobson. Clark in the corner, finds an open path, swatted in it. Out by Holthouse, it will stay with West Prairie off the Bombers. Martin Polk Jr. comes in for the first time off the bench for Macomb. In for Holthouse. Cyclone basketball out of bounds. Bombers back on the defensive end. Polk. Back top of the key. Copeland. Conley Copeland. Bombers doing a good job tonight staying with their man. That will be out of bounds. Back to Macomb. Back across the court. Conley with it. Corner for Polk. Polk to LB. LB to Hobson. And we'll have our first jump ball of the night. West Prairie basketball. So West Prairie takes it back. They're going to play fast now. Here is Copeland to the basket. Missed it. Rebound Nick Elby. Bombers will take it back the other way. It is Conley. Free throw line. Looks down low to LB. LB spin move. Toss up. Got it. 15-4 lead for the Bombers. To counter. Look down low. LB back in control of it. He'll feed ahead. Now Conley. Foul in motion. Conley will get 2. And Conley makes the first. $33-9 left, first quarter. Conley's second one on the way. Got both of them. Bombers 4 of 4 from the free throw line tonight. 17-4 lead. 30 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here of Game 9 of the Spartan Tip-Off Classic. Ahead for the Cyclones, it is Clark. Jump shot on the way. Over to Caden Little, who got the play gun. Final 10 seconds of the opening quarter. 4 seconds. Conley for 3. Missed it. Conley the putback. Missed it as well. That brings us to the end of one. Bombers in control, 17-6. Back after these local messages.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Ron LB Auto Sales. LB Auto Sales, family owned and operated, located at 1525 East Jackson Street in Macomb, offering you the best quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop in or visit us online at lbsellscars.com to see our full list of inventory. Pumo Insurance Agency. Let their friendly, experienced, and knowledgeable staff help you find the best coverage for your needs. Whether it be home, auto, life, agriculture, individual, or group insurance, they've got you covered. Pumo Insurance, 19 East Side Square in Macomb.
We are back at Bushnell Prairie City. The Bombers and the Cyclones doing battle here. Game 9 of the tournament and getting set to get the second quarter underway. Good to have everybody with us tonight. The Bombers and the Cyclones, one quarter in the books. We're set to get second quarter underway. It'll be Bomber basketball to start the second quarter. Conley to inbound for Macomb. And we are back underway. 17-6, an 11-point lead for the Bombers as we get the second quarter underway. Conley goes to the basket and scores. 19-6 lead. And a whistle. Conley's shot didn't go. Now they're just having fun down there, just trying to toss it up, see if anybody could make it. Whitman charged with the foul. His first, team first of the quarter. Bomber basketball. 19-6, the lead for Macomb here at the beginning of the second quarter. Just a couple of seconds in. Holthouse, long three, couldn't go. Rebound Cyclones, they'll take it the other way. Lambert picked it up in motion. Ahead to Drew Watson. Watson on the outside. Looks in the lane. Lambert can't get it to go. And out of bounds, it will stay with Macomb, I do believe. West Prairie makes changes in their lineup. $7:17 to go. There's the toss up and an 360. Nolan Ho gets it to go. 4 points for him tonight. Bombers lead at 21-6. Ball tapped around, picked up Holthouse. He gets it up and in. Holthouse with 7. Cyclones take it back the other way. Watson steals it mid-play, makes it up, makes it in. Timeout, West Prairie. It's a full. We'll take one as well. Back after this on the BSN.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
At Bedwell Tree Service, they take pride in their long-time roots in McDonough County. Serving Western Illinois, they offered expert tree care with competitive fees and outstanding results. Trust the local team with a stellar reputation. Bedwell Tree Service, your leading Macomb tree care provider. You're in good hands with Macomb Allstate agent Stacy Foxall. For a free insurance review, call Allstate agent Stacy Foxall at 309-837-3233 today. At McMillan, Henning Fint, and DeJody Law Firm, they put your needs first. Their experienced attorneys in Macomb are here to fight for you. Trust in their dedication because your case deserves the best. McMillan, Henning Fint, and DeJody, your community, your law firm in Macomb.
We're back at Bristol Prairie City, the final day of the 2024 Spartan Tip-Off Classic. We've made it through Thanksgiving basketball 2 weeks. Of course, the girls' tournament at MHS last week, they got second place to Rock Island Alleman. Macomb trying to secure a second place trophy tonight as well here. First place out of reach. Illini West is going to get that one with only 99 points given up this week. Macomb started the night with 98, but of course, that's changed since then. Cyclone basketball out of the break. Long three ball on the way. It's going to be an air ball. Put back up Clark. He's fouled, and we'll get 2.
Foul charge number 5.
Malachi Conley charged with the foul. His first, team first as well. Clark's first free throw. Missed it. Second one's good.
Clark makes point.
Clark makes the second. Goes 1 of 2. There's the first free throws of the night for West Prairie. Conley keeps it on the outside perimeter. Here is Holthouse with a drive. 360. Kicks corner. Finds Watson for 3. Got it. Drew Watson's long three ball. Good. It's a 28-7 lead for the Bombers. Top of the key for Cordell. Cordell kicks to the corner. Back outside. 5:50 to play in the first half. 28-7. Macomb in control. Here is DeCounter with it. Off the top of the back iron. Falls loose on the floor. Cyclones pick it up. Conley intercepts it. Will go the other way. Lambert turns it over in motion. Cyclones take it back. Holthouse taps it midair. 5:18 to play. 28-7 Bombers. And will be out of bounds and will stay with the Cyclones. Cyclones keep it out top. Intercepted there, Hogue. Hogue to Lambert, who finishes it off the play. Lambert with 4 points now on the night in a 30-7 lead for the Macomb Bombers. The counter with a drive. It's going to be a travel.
Here.
Watson to bring up the floor down to Holthouse, who will. .440 to play first half. Bombers well in control of this one. Oh, my. That was supposed to be a pass to Watson, I believe. That was too deep off the backboard and a foul on the play. Going to be charged to Lambert, his second, team second as well. So out of bounds for the Cyclones here is DeCounter. DeCounter pushes ahead to Whitman. Whitman sets the offense. 4:25 to play. Not backcourt violation because of the tap at mid-floor. Hogue and Copeland at the top of the key. 4:15 to play. Back top. Cyclones with it. Tipped around and a wide open basket. Good for DeCounter. Across mid-floor, it is Watson. Toss up there for Lambert won't go, and that out of bounds stays with Macomb. Leinbach, Polk Jr., Elby, and Hobson in for Macomb. Watson's going to stay out there. So almost a line change, but not quite. 4 out of 5 being replaced. Long 3-ball corner, good for Drew Watson. Watson's got 6 on the night, 2 3-balls. 33-9. Corner now for the Bombers. 3:20 to play. Cyclones have it at top of the key. Drive for the Cyclones. Tapped out of their hands by Elby. Elby sets the offense going the other way. Out of bounds there. It will be Cyclone basketball. 2:57 left. Second quarter, 33-9. The Macomb Bombers leading the West Prairie Cyclones in Game 9 of the Spartan Tip-Off Classic for 2024. At the free throw line is Copeland. Copeland kicks out to Whitman. Whitman in the corner. Braden Copeland will reset the offense. 2.5 to play in the first half. Long 3-ball. DeCounter got it. DeCounter gets it to go. 33-12. 2:10 to play in the first half. And a foul there at the top of the key. Whitman's second, team second as well. Allison out there for Macomb now. 2 minutes to play, 33-12. Macomb leading ahead of the halftime break. Polk Jr. with a drive. Tap there. That will go into the bleachers. And it'll be Bomber basketball. .143 left, first half, 33-12. Macomb on top of the Cyclones. Long three for the Bombers, won't go. Tapped around, grabbed by the Cyclones, will go the other way. 1:28 to play in the first half. Trip up there in the lane. And Macomb will regain possession. 33-12, Macomb basketball going the other way. 1:18 to play in quarter two. Allison kicks at the top of the key, goes Hobson. Down low, toss up and in. 35-12. Hobson with 4 on the night. 35-12, 45 seconds to play here. Cyclones at the top of the key, Copeland. Copeland on the outer part to Little. 35 seconds left. Drive in for the Cyclones. 20 seconds to play now. Jumper on the way, won't go. Rebound Polk. 13 seconds to play. Now down to 8. Polk with it. Looking for the open man, down to 5. 3 seconds left. 2, 1. Polk Jr. at the buzzer. Off the front of the rim, no good. 35-12 lead going into the halftime break for the Macomb Bombers. We'll take the halftime break. Be back with more from BPC after these local messages on the Bomber Sports Network.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Alan Thompson State Farm Insurance. For all your insurance needs, stop by today for a free quote or give them a call at 309-833-2400. You can also visit them online at www.allansf.com. Like a good neighbor, Alan Thompson is there. Backtown Fitness, Western Illinois' exciting new outlet for fitness. Experience fun, interactive workouts led by licensed expert trainings and a supportive community. Ready to elevate your fitness game? Visit a recovery room and start your journey today at Mactown Fitness in Macomb. Ron LB Auto Sales. LB Auto Sales, family owned and operated, located at 1525 East Jackson Street in Macomb, offering you the best quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop in or visit us online at lbsellscars.com to see our full list of inventory.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Pumo Insurance Agency. Let their friendly, experienced, and knowledgeable staff help you find the best coverage for your needs. Whether it be home, auto, life, agriculture, individual, or group insurance, they've got you covered. Pumo Insurance, 19 East Side Square in Macomb. At Bedwell Tree Service, they take pride in their longtime roots in McDonough County. Serving Western Illinois, they offered expert tree care with competitive fees and outstanding results. Trust the local team with a stellar reputation. Bedwell Tree Service, your leading Macomb tree care provider. You're in good hands with Macomb Allstate agent Stacy Foxall. For a free insurance review, call Allstate agent Stacy Foxall at 309-837-3233 today. At McMillan, Henningfit, and DeJody Law Firm, they put your needs first. Their experienced attorneys in Macomb are here to fight for you. Trust in their dedication because your case deserves the best. McMillan, Henningfit, and DeJody, your community, your law firm in Macomb.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Abram Olson Country Financial in Macomb. Abram is available to help you with your insurance and financial needs, and he enjoys helping friends and neighbors in the Macomb area protect what they have and prepare for their future. Stop in and see him today at 1601 West Jackson Street in Macomb. The YMCA in McDonough County. The YMCA has tons of programs to offer and are now enrolling for their fall session. Check out their website for more information at www.macombymca.org or contact them at 309-833-2129. The YMCA, McDonough County, now open 24/7 for those 18 years or older. Looking for your next vehicle? Kunis Country has the best deals on new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Friendly service, unbeatable prices, and a huge selection. Visit Kunis Country today and drive home happy. Stop and see them at 3200 East Jackson Street in Macomb.
You're watching Macomb Bomber basketball on the Bombers Sports Network.
Need reliable insurance? Tom Conklin State Farm has you covered. Whether it's auto, home, or life insurance, Tom and his team are here to protect what matters most. Call today and get a free quote from your local trusted insurance agent at 309-837-1200 or stop in at 1221 West Jackson Street in Macomb. Harry Masato Golf Course. The Harry Masato Golf Course at Western Illinois University has been serving the campus community and the city of Macomb for over 50 years. Stop out and see what the Harry Masato Golf Course has in store for 2024. Macomb, your perfect ride is waiting at UM Autos. Discover top-notch service and models all right here in your hometown. Visit UM Autos in Macomb today, where quality meets the road, at 230 West Jackson Street in Macomb.
You're watching Macomb Bomber Basketball on the Bombers Sports Network.
The Macomb Bomber Booster Club. Visit them today at www.bombersports.org to find out how you can get signed up and support all Bomber athletics this season. Get in the game. Join the Bomber Sports Boosters today.
Farmers, are you tired of waterlogged fields that slow you down and cost you money? At ADI, we understand the importance of efficiency. Their advanced drainage systems protect your crops and boost yields, letting you focus on what you do best. Call them today at 800-545-9044 to start building your water management. Go Bombers and go ADI. You're watching Macomb Bomber Basketball on the Bombers Sports Network.
We join you back here live from Bushnell Prairie City High School as the Macomb Bombers and the West Prairie Cyclones battle each other in the final day of the Spartan Tip-Off Classic for the 2024 edition. The Macomb Bombers lead 35-12 here at the halftime break, and this is the second to last game of the tournament. The Illini Bluffs and Bushnell Prairie City, Illini Bluffs, and Bushnell Prairie City, the final game of the tournament. Here are the halftime numbers for Macomb. Nolan Hogue and Drew Watson both have 6. Isaac Leinbach adds a basket, has 2. Malachi Conley has 4. Cooper Hobson has 4. Nick Elby adds a basket. Langdon Lambert adds 4. And Braden Holthouse leads the Bombers at the halftime break with 7. West Prairie numbers. Caitlin Little adds a basket, as does Braden Copeland and Brody Cordell. Eli DeCounter leads the Cyclones with 5. Ryan Clark has 1. 5 minutes until the second half begins. It is the Bombers and the Cyclones on the Bomber Sports Network.
Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Alan Thompson State Farm Insurance. For all your insurance needs, stop by today for a free quote or give them a call at 309-833-2400. You can also visit them online at www.allansf.com. Like a good neighbor, Alan Thompson is there. Backtown Fitness, Western Illinois' exciting new outlet for fitness. Experience fun, interactive workouts led by licensed expert trainings and a supportive community. Ready to elevate your fitness game? Visit a recovery room and start your journey today at Mactown Fitness in Macomb. Ron Elby Auto Sales. Elby Auto Sales, family-owned and operated, located at 1525 East Jackson Street in Macomb, offering you the best quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop in or visit us online at lbsellscars.com to see our full list of inventory.
Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Pumo Insurance Agency. Let their friendly, experienced, and knowledgeable staff help you find the best coverage for your needs. Whether it be home, auto, life, agriculture, individual, or group insurance, they've got you covered. Pumo Insurance, 19 East Side Square in Macomb. At Bedwell Tree Service, they take pride in their longtime roots in McDonough County. Serving Western Illinois, they offered expert tree care with competitive fees and outstanding results. Trust the local team with a stellar reputation. Bedwell Tree Service, your leading Macomb tree care provider. You're in good hands with Macomb Allstate agent Stacy Foxall. For a free insurance review, call Allstate agent Stacy Foxall at 309-837-3233 today. At McMillan, Henningfit, and DeJody Law Firm, they put your needs first. Their experienced attorneys in Macomb are here to fight for you. Trust in their dedication because your case deserves the best. McMillan, Henningfit, and DeJody, your community, your law firm in Macomb.
Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Abram Olson Country Financial in Macomb. Abram is available to help you with your insurance and financial needs, and he enjoys helping friends and neighbors in the Macomb area protect what they have and prepare for their future. Stop in and see him today at 1601 West Jackson Street in Macomb. The YMCA in McDonough County. The YMCA has tons of programs to offer and are now enrolling for their fall session. Check out their website for more information at www.macombymca.org or contact them at 309-833-2129. The YMCA of McDonough County, now open 24/7 for those 18 years or older. Looking for your next vehicle? Kunis Country has the best deals on new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Friendly service, unbeatable prices, and a huge selection. Visit Kunis Country today and drive home happy. Stop and see them at 3200 East Jackson Street in Macomb.
We are back at Bushnell Prairie City. The third quarter about to commence here at the Spartan Tip-Off Classic, Game 9 of the tournament, Macomb and West Prairie. Macomb going to go with their starters of Nolan Hogue, Drew Watson, Malachi Conley, Braden Holthouse, and Langdon Lambert. 2 minutes until we get the second half underway. Well, we do have a minute here. Let's pause 10 seconds, allow our network stations to identify themselves. Back in 10 seconds for station ID on Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network.
Hello, everybody. This is Kevin Harlan, and you are watching Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network.
BPC High School in Bushnell, Illinois. The Spartans they were shooting on the halftime floor, as were the Tigers of Illini Bluffs. Of course, that is the second game here on the nightcap, or the evening cap, I should say. We're going to have an early finish tonight, as we should. Last game of the tournament. Get everybody out here a little bit earlier tonight. Been a long week of basketball, and of course, the final game of the tournament here tonight. And been a great 2 weeks. Saw good girls basketball last week at Macomb High School. They're having a good start to their season. And they'll have 2 home games of this coming week. They'll play Lewiston on Monday night and then face Matt Long and his Camp Point Central Panthers on Thursday. Bomber boys are in action on Tuesday and Saturday. Tuesday at home against Geneseo, against the Maple Leafs, and the Boosters going to unveil their video board at Macomb High School. And then Saturday, they will face Q&D at the Pit. So some big games coming up for particularly... Obviously, Q&E is going to be the marquee game of next week, but Camp Point girls, that game will probably be the marquee for the girls next week on the girls' side of things. But certainly a lot of eyes going to be on that Quincy Notre Dame game, and really that going to be the question of what kind of a Macomb team will this is a chance for them to write their story during that game. If pick up a win over Q&D, they will be tested. Certainly, Greg Altmix's teams will come to play, and that's certainly going to be a tough one for Macomb coming next weekend. 35-12 as we get the second half underway. And the Cyclones going with their starters as well out on the floor. Cyclone basketball, the second half, third quarter underway. Cyclone basketball, and we get fired up here momentarily from the Bomber cheer squad just to our right. 7:53 left, off and running here in quarter 3. Outside perimeter now for the Cyclones. Macomb going to up the defensive pressure. Deep pass caught by Clark. Lambert picks it up in transition. Ball tipped midair. And I'm not sure how that was a travel, and neither does Braden Holthouse, but it'll be Cyclone basketball going the other way. .7:26 left here in quarter 3. Cyclones back in control of the basketball. Out of bounds, it will stay with West Prairie. 7:13 left here in quarter 3, 35-12. Cyclones in control of the basketball. Eli to counter with it. To counter in the corner. Looks back to Cordell. That out of bounds. And back to Macomb. Back the other way. Holthouse brings it from our left to right. And the Bombers reset their offense. 6:45 to go still towards the start of the third quarter. Early action. Long three. Watson got it. Watson's got 9 of the 38 tonight. .38-12. In the lane, Cyclones kicks out Ryan Clark for three. He got it. Clark a long three ball. Watson to Holthouse. And a whistle. And we'll shoot two.
Correction, that basketball is Ryan Clark on the three.
So Lambert will make the first. Eli to counter second personal foul. Team first. Lambert makes both. It goes 2 of 2, and now a 40-15 lead for Macomb. The counter makes it the other way. There is Holthouse. Back to Lambert. Hogue with it at the top of the key. Feeds corner, finds Watson. Watson inside the free throw line. Back to Lambert, who fires a three. Oh, in and out, no good. But the putback from Lambert is good. Langdon Lambert has 8 points now. 42-17 Bombers. Other side, Cyclones. Here is Cordell. He'll feed cross court. Hit the 5-minute mark of quarter 3. Floater for the Cyclones. In and out, no good for Copeland. We'll go the other way. Watson ahead to Lambert, who puts it up and in. Langdon Lambert looking about as confident as he has all week. Nice to see that from him. Copeland with it at the top of the key with 4.5 to play in quarter 3. Keep it in the corner. Back to Clark at the top. The counter with it. The counter ahead to Copeland. 4:17 to play. It's 44-17. Bombers leading the Cyclones. And a full timeout called by West Prairie. We will pause as well. Bombers and the Cyclones going at it here. Back after these local messages.
You're watching Macomb Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network.
Need reliable insurance? Tom Conklin State Farm has you covered. Whether it's auto, home, or life insurance, Tom and his team are here to protect what matters most. Call today and get a free quote from your local trusted insurance agent at 309-837-1200 or stop in at 1221 West Jackson Street in Macomb. Macomb, your perfect ride is waiting at UM Autos. Discover top-notch service and models all right here in your hometown. Visit UM Autos in Macomb today, where quality meets the road at 230 West Jackson Street in Macomb.
Back at the BPC, 44-17, the lead for the Macomb Bombers over the Cyclones. Game 9 of the tournament, and the final game for the Macomb Bombers this week over here in Bushnell, Illinois. The final time everybody has to drive cross-county here. And for a while, Bombers have another road trip coming up a week from today in Quincy, Illinois. A little more of a scenic drive, I guess, out on 336. 4 minutes to play, third quarter, 44-17. Bombers in control. A little floater there for the Cyclones. Copeland drove in the lane, tossed one up, didn't go. Conley on the rebound, sprinting down the floor. Feeds to the corner. Watson for three, missed it. Rebound, Holthouse in the lane. Kicks outside. Conley will reset the offense. Conley to Holthouse with 3:45 to play. Down low look. Nolan Hogue, he got it. Nolan Hogue with 8 points on the night now. A 46-17 lead for the Bombers. Top of the key for the Cyclones. It is Clark to Cordell. Back over to Copeland. Long three. Missed it. Rebound Hogue, and he will feed to Watson. Brings it across the Spartan at mid-floor. Hogue in the corner with it. 3:10 to play, and Timeout, Jeremy Anderson.
Timeout on Selection Bomber.
Yes, so it'll be a Macomb timeout. We'll keep it here. First timeout, Jeremy Anderson's used tonight. And the Bombers, again, we will be with you on Tuesday and Saturday of next week. Macomb and Geneseo in non-conference action on Tuesday night. That game at Macomb High School. The home opener for Macomb against the Maple Leafs Geneseo. And then we'll be with you again on Saturday of next week. And we'll make the trip to Quincy, Illinois, as the Bombers and Raiders go at it of what has been kind of a renewed rivalry over the past few years, whether that be football or the more matchups coming actually in volleyball over the last few years, and then basketball as well. So obviously Macomb Q&D, a little bit of the rivalry back, and we'll be with you there next week, a week from today in Quincy. That goes out of bounds, and we'll be back with West Prairie. Cyclones take it back here, 2:50 to play, quarter three. Drive goes Copeland. Misses. Out of bounds, and it'll be Cyclone basketball. Drive in for the Cyclones. Toss up, no good. To counter on the drive. Martin Polk Jr. on the foul. His first, team first as well. And DeCounter's going to shoot two. First one for DeCounter. He got it. 46-18, the lead for Macomb. Second one is up. He got both of them. So DeCounter will go 2 of 2. 46-19, 2.5 to play. Top of the key, Cooper Hobson saves it before it goes across the midcourt line. Polk Jr. for 3, missed it. Off the front of the rim, no good. Linebach gets it back. In the lane, in trouble. Kicks out to Allison. Bombers reset the offense. Here is Polk Jr. Linebach to Hobson. Tosses one up and fouled in motion. And he'll get 2 free throws.
Foul charge, 30 to play.
Clark charges the foul, his first, team's second. Hobson at the line. First one, he missed it. So Hobson missed the first one. Second free throw is up, and he missed it as well. Gets his own rebound, though, and the Bombers will keep it. Martin Polk Jr. with it outside the three-point line. Feeds to Cooper Hobson. Hobson to Linebach in the corner. 1:53 to play. In the lane, Hobson missed it. Rebound, Ryan Clark. Open with it the other way. Here is Cordell. And the Cyclones will move it around here with 1.5 to play. Floater in the lane. Good. That's Eli DeCounter. So 1:15 to play. 46-21. And a travel. Back to the Cyclones. Too many steps there. Cyclones take it back here. 60 seconds to play. Quarter three. 46-21. Clark goes to the basket. Up and in. Clark with 6 tonight. 45 seconds to play. Elby, top the key, looks down low. Allison puts it up and missed it. Back out to Polk. Down low, look for Martin Polk Jr. He got it. So 48-23, ball loose on the floor. Bombers try to pick it up. They don't in the end. 3-ball to counter. Had one already tonight. Missed that one. 17 seconds to play. Bombers will take it back. Jeremy Anderson says reset and relax. 10 seconds left. Here is Hobson. Back to Allison, top the key. 4 seconds left. He lost control of the dribble. 2 seconds. One along. That's going to be well short. We saw the full court shot last night. That brings us to the end of 3. Macomb 48, West Prairie 23 on the Bomber Sports Network.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by Farmers. Are you tired of waterlogged fields that slow you down and cost you money? At ADI, we understand the importance of efficiency. Their advanced drainage systems protect your crops and boost yields, letting you focus on what you do best. Call them today at 800-545-9044 to start building your water management. Go Bombers and go ADI. You're watching Macomb Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network.
We join you back here at Bristol Prairie City, wrapping up the third quarter, set for the fourth. And the final quarter of play here for the Bombers and the Cyclones in their tournament for the Spartan Tip-Off Classic. So the fourth quarter is set to get underway. Macomb basketball as we get the fourth quarter underway. 48-23 the score after 3 quarters. 1 quarter to play. We'll have live post-game reaction with Coach Anderson following this one. Underway in the fourth quarter. Bombers and the Cyclones, final 8 minutes of play from Bushnell, Illinois in the 24 Spartan Tip-Off Classic. Colin Adams out there. His ball tipped there, and out of bounds, it'll be Cyclone basketball. So Cyclones will bring it up the floor here. 7:48 to play. Fourth quarter action here from BPC. Down the corner now is Copeland for 3. Got it. Braden Copeland gets the long 3-ball to drop. 48-26 now. And as Copeland makes the 3, comes down and fouls the other way. It'll be his first, team first. Elby down low. And he's fouled.
Cyclone foul to 35. He got a counter.
The counter will pick up a foul. His third, team second. Out of bounds, Macomb. Elby over to Adams. Back to Linebaugh. Him goes to the lane. Missed it. Out of bounds. And it'll be Cyclone basketball. Cyclone basketball going the other way. They'll reset. Cyclones with it. It is Whitman. Whitman cross court over to Ryan Clark. 6:53 to go. To counter with it. To the corner goes Whitman. Whitman with a drive. And he'll get 2.
Bomber foul charge for 3.
Lineball's second, team first. 2 shots here for Whitman. Got the first one. Second one's good as well. 48-28. 6.5 to play in the contest. Final game for both these teams in the Spartan Tip-Off Classic. Elby on the outside. Over in the corner now. Bombers will drive with a floater, and that is out of bounds. Stays with Macomb, though. Macon Allison will return. Toss up is good for Macon Allison. Six minutes to play here. Cyclones have it. Whitman with it. Over to Copeland. Clark. Clark looking. Had nowhere to go. Kicks it back out. It is Cordell with it now. 5:47 to play here. And out of bounds and will be Cyclone basketball as Daniel Taylor comes in the ball game. .538 to play here. 50-28. Macomb leads West Prairie. To counter with it. Taylor. Taylor over to Polk. Over to Allison. 5:13 to play. Fires a three. Missed it. Off the corner. No good. Ahead now for the Cyclones. 5 minutes to play. Cyclones miss, and LB and the Bombers take it the other way. Under 5 to play. 50-28. Macomb in control. LB with it. Over to Linebaugh. Taylor over to Allison. 4.5 now to play. Bombers just kind of killing this clock down as much as they can. Obviously don't have the shot clock in this tournament. You will next month at the Macomb Western. Allison. Over to Polk. 4:15 to play now. Down low, that is tossed out of bounds. And it will be Cyclone basketball. Zarian Penn comes in for the Bombers. Clark can't get one to go. Bombers on the rebound. They'll go the other way. Taylor over to LB. LB at the top to Allison. 3:40 to play. Bombers killing the clock here. 3.5 to play now. Taylor to LB. Line ball to the basket. No good. Cyclones have it and will take it the other way. Relax the offense with 3 minutes to play. It is Copeland with it. Copeland over. Back to the counter. Down to 3 minutes left in this ball game. 50-28. Still a couple of baskets in this fourth quarter, but not many. Been a while. The Bombers will be 3-1 out of this tournament. Line ball in the lane. Kicks out now. And the shot up. No good for Zarian Penn. Ahead for Clark. Going the other way. 2.5 to play. 50-28. And that will be out of bounds. Subs are in for Macomb and West Prairie. 2:27. Again, Macomb going to be 3-1 heading into Geneseo on Tuesday. That game at home. And then, of course, the marquee game the next week for the Bomber boys is Saturday. That game at Quincy Notre Dame. And that's certainly going to be a test for this Macomb squad. Well, the first kind of exclamation point of the year as that basket's up and good. That's Copeland, Braden Copeland, who made that. He's got 7 on the night. But the first kind of exclamation point coming at Macomb will be Quincy Notre Dame next Saturday at the pit. And this squad will find out what they're made of. Be the first kind of 4-quarter game that they're going to have to play. Of course, Illini West, Illini Bluffs gave them everything here, but of course, a little bit more of the rivalry feel and on Quincy Notre Dame soil. That will always be a tough battle to play. That next weekend, a week from today, just about this time, it's going to be I believe it's going to be a 7 o'clock tip, 5:30 and 7. That basket good there for the Cyclones. So Ryan Penn charged with the foul, his first team second. .50-32 free throw on the way, missed it, no good. Bomber basketball going the other way, 1:25 to go. Post game coming up next. Daniel Taylor with it. To the basket goes Ryan Penn. Back to a 20-point lead for Macomb. And a substitution timeout called by West Prairie. So Cyclone basketball, 60 seconds left in this ball game. 52-32, Bombers by 20. Outside now, here is Little with a drive off the front and in. Caden Little gets the shot to go. He's got 4 on the night. 52-34. Bombers have it going the other way. 30 seconds left in the ballgame. Daniel Taylor with it at the top. Feeds over to Penn, who fires a 3. No good. Ball loose on the floor and a whistle and a foul.
Macomb foul charge number 30, Petty.
J-Ron Petty. And I guess we're going to have some trophies to hand out after this game and medallions for the all-tournament team. There's a jump ball tie-up. Back to West Prairie. 8.5 left in this. Down to 5 seconds. Bombers are going to dribble it out here. A 3-in-1 week. And that'll do it. 52-34 the final. The Macomb Bombers prevail in Bushville, Prairie City. Unfortunately, though, obviously not what Macomb wanted to finish the week. That one loss at 2 Illini Bluffs is going to obviously sting in the end a little bit more because you didn't end up finishing that perfect week. But Macomb's going to be 3-1 and playing with some confidence going into next week, which they will need with tough games against particularly Q&D and Geneseo as well on Tuesday night. But again, Q&D is going to be the marquee game of next week for this Macomb team. And we're going to see the true test down there at the pit. Obviously, one of the hardest places to play. And we have all-tournament team. Braden Copeland selected from West Prairie. And Nate Zahringer out there presenting plaques. And Braden Holthouse for Macomb made the all-tournament team. He's going to go out there and accept the plaque. That's a nice touch. Instead of the medallion, you get a nice plaque to keep. And now we have, I believe, a trophy to hand out. Wesley Robertson from Illini West is here to accept their all-tournament medallion, and Trey Niederman as well. Those players from Illini West accepting their plaques. from Nate Zahringer, athletic director here at Bushnell Prairie City. And we should have some trophies now. And, of course, a second place finish for the Macomb Bombers, but certainly, obviously, some disappointment. And Macomb not able to go back-to-back, but a second place finish here nonetheless. And Illini West finishing the job, getting the job done. First place, they gave up only 99 points this week in all their games, so nicely done, including a thriller last night with Illini Bluffs. And the Chargers able to capture first place here for 2024. So congratulations to them. And Illini Bluffs going to be our third place team in the tournament. So congratulations to them, and that will send us to a break, our post-game with Coach Anderson and more from Bushnell Prairie City after these local messages. This is Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network.
Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Alan Thompson State Farm Insurance. For all your insurance needs, stop by today for a free quote or give them a call at 309-833-2400. You can also visit them online at www.allansf.com. Like a good neighbor, Alan Thompson is there. Backtown Fitness, Western Illinois' exciting new outlet for fitness. Experience fun, interactive workouts led by licensed expert trainings and a supportive community. Ready to elevate your fitness game? Visit a recovery room and start your journey today at Mactown Fitness in Macomb. Ron LB Auto Sales. LB Auto Sales, family owned and operated, located at 1525 East Jackson Street in Macomb, offering you the best quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop in or visit us online at lbsellscars.com to see our full list of inventory.
Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Pumo Insurance Agency. Let their friendly, experienced, and knowledgeable staff help you find the best coverage for your needs. Whether it be home, auto, life, agriculture, individual, or group insurance, they've got you covered. Pumo Insurance, 19 East Side Square in Macomb. At Bedwell Tree Service, they take pride in their long-time roots in McDonough County. Serving Western Illinois, they offered expert tree care with competitive fees and outstanding results. Trust the local team with a stellar reputation. Bedwell Tree Service, your leading Macomb tree care provider. You're in good hands with Macomb Allstate agent Stacy Foxall. For a free insurance review, call Allstate agent Stacy Foxall at 309-837-3233 today. At McMillan, Henningfit, and DeJody Law Firm, they put your needs first. Their experienced attorneys in Macomb are here to fight for you. Trust in their dedication because your case deserves the best. McMillan, Henningfit, and DeJody, your community, your law firm in Macomb.
Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Abram Olson Country Financial in Macomb. Abram is available to help you with your insurance and financial needs, and he enjoys helping friends and neighbors in the Macomb area protect what they have and prepare for their future. Stop in and see him today at 1601 West Jackson Street in Macomb. The YMCA in McDonough County. The YMCA has tons of programs to offer and are now enrolling for their fall session. Check out their website for more information at www.macombymca.org or contact them at 309-833-2129. The YMCA, McDonough County, now open 24/7 for those 18 years or older. Looking for your next vehicle? Kunis Country has the best deals on new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Friendly service, unbeatable prices, and a huge selection. Visit Kunis Country today and drive home happy. Stop and see them at 3200 East Jackson Street in Macomb.
You're watching Macomb Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network.
Need reliable insurance? Tom Conklin State Farm has you covered. Whether it's auto, home, or life insurance, Tom and his team are here to protect what matters most. Call today and get a free quote from your local trusted insurance agent at 309-837-1200 or stop in at 1221 West Jackson Street in Macomb. Harry Masato Golf Course. The Harry Masato Golf Course at Western Illinois University has been serving the campus community and the city of Macomb for over 50 years. Stop out and see what the Harry Masato Golf Course has in store for 2024. Macomb, your perfect ride is waiting at UM Autos. Discover top-notch service and models all right here in your hometown. Visit UM Autos in Macomb today, where quality meets the road, at 230 West Jackson Street in Macomb.
You're watching Macomb Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network.
The Macomb Bomber Booster Club. Visit them today at www.bombersports.org to find out how you can get signed up and support all Bomber athletics this season. Get in the game. Join the Bomber Sports Boosters today.
Farmers, are you tired of waterlogged fields that slow you down and cost you money? At ADI, we understand the importance of efficiency. Their advanced drainage systems protect your crops and boost yields, letting you focus on what you do best. Call them today at 800-545-9044 to start building your water management. Go Bombers and go ADI. You're watching Macomb Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network.
We are joined now by the Bombers coach Jeremy Anderson, and the Bombers wrap up their tournament week here, finishing 3-1 on the week with some good wins and a tight game against the Illini Bluffs, and the season underway. And of course, I told Coach Ellison on Monday night I was listening to Illinois basketball last week, and Underwood and Illinois had their first game. They said the first week and the first couple of games were all about a couple different things. One, teaching the kids where to stand during the national anthem. Two, what to do during the starting lineups. And three, getting some games under their belt. You did all three this week, and all-around good week, 3-1 start.
Yeah, I think it's a good start. You know, you have to remember that we do have several returning players that played vital roles on a Elite Eight team last year, but we also have guys that this is varsity basketball is brand new for them.
Absolutely.
And so to try to mix those things together and continue to build, that's what it's all about. That's why it's nice to have the 2 weeks that you get to prepare, right? And then you get to come and kind of take a midterm test, sort of,
Sure,
to see exactly where you are after those first couple of weeks. It exposes some things. It reinforces other things. And so it gives you a chance to then go back in the gym the next week and work on those things that you noticed. And in the meantime, still trying to build camaraderie and timing and roles. As we know, it's a long process, but I think we're off to a good start.
got a lot of different faces on the floor tonight, which is always good, especially this time of year. Get everybody in the ball game. Langdon Lambert just seemed like he was playing with so much more confidence tonight. Looked really good out there on the floor for you guys.
Well, Langdon plays hard. Langdon plays hard, and good things are going to happen for guys that play hard. Defensively, out of our post guys, he was doing the best job of recognizing our game plan stuff on what they were supposed to do off the ball. And so I think offensively, as the season goes along, we'll see him start to improve once he gets more touches, once he gets more confidence, once the rest of the guys have more confidence in passing it to him. You have to remember that he was behind three pretty good post players last year, and so he didn't get a lot of game time. And so it's definitely going to be a work in progress for him, but I'm pretty happy the way he attacks it.
You guys will get a break from the bus tour, if you will, coming across county on Tuesday night, your home opener against the Geneseo Maple Leafs, a team out of the Western Big Six, and always a good little matchup there. And, of course, a little Macomb homie with their AD up there. From
Coach Nichols,
Coach Nichols, yes, and always a good team to play here early.
I look forward to it. I worked with Coach Nichols for several years at Abington. We go way back. I had a chance to watch a little bit of on film. They have some experienced players. You remember last year when we were up there, they actually started two boys in both games. And I think everybody I recognized on the film played last year. And so it's they've done a lot of growing, obviously, in the last year since the time we've played them. They have to, right, to be able to survive in the WB6. And so that's one of the things that we're really going to have to talk to our guys about is how physical and urgent it will be, because that's the brand of basketball that they'll play.
And then, of course, late next week, next Saturday, a week from today, down to the pit.
Yeah.
And you'll face another familiar face, Greg Altmix, who came over from Liberty. And, of course, we know very well that his team's always come ready to play.
Oh, absolutely. Coach did a great job at Liberty. I don't expect it to be anything different at QND. I know we have a lot of good athletes back. So, but our guys will be excited, right? They'll be excited to go there and compete. And it'll be another test for us, for sure.
Obviously, some more practice days next week, I'm sure. Kind of be nice Monday to kind of take some things away from this week and then work ahead to the next couple of them.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you have to do is you gotta kind of evaluate where you are, right? What worked well, what didn't work so well, what needs cleaned up, and do those things in practices, but then also try to work a little bit of a scout for the next game, because the next game will be Tuesday night. So you have to be really organized, and the guys so far this year have done a nice job of listening, paying attention, and being able to go from one thing to the next.
All righty, Coach. Congratulations. Good week, and we'll see you on Tuesday night.
Thank you. Appreciate
All righty. 3-1 Macomb Bombers and Coach Jeremy Anderson on the postgame show. That's going to be a wrap. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Thanks for being with us. Final score, Macomb 52, West Prairie 34. Good night for Bushnell Prairie City.